Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, they try to hold us down, but we keep coming back. We are worse than them cockroaches that survived at the atomic bomb. It's me, Lamont Tyson, Life Games, the living legend Larry, my brother. How you feeling tonight?
They're never getting rid of us, man. Never.
Never.
They can shut the internet down and we will broadcast over the old school airways. They are
Oh man.
never getting rid of us.
And we do know Morse code, so we can still broadcast that way too, ladies and gentlemen.
You
Damn it,
know.
we're gonna get out there. Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is our short show, our 45-minute show. This is the fastest 45-minute show you're going to ever see. We faster than the Kentucky Derby, and we're going to make things happen for you. So tonight we're going to talk about predictions for episode 7 of Snowfall that comes on shortly. We're going to talk about Godfather of Harlem that comes on in April, season 2. Probably one of the best shows people are not watching. It is really good. Then we're going to end
on that.
They sleeping on it, man. They sleeping on it. Then we're going to end on how you can exit a call buy early. I got out of one today and made myself $900.
PayPal?
What'd you say?
PayPal?
Hell no, I want no PayPal, man. It was my other favorite stock, AMAT. Applied materials. Yeah, man. I've never lost on that thing, Larry. I've been in and out of it 3 times, and each time I made more than $1,000. I might have to jump back in it. So let me shout out to people. Spill the Tea is in the building. Malachi Lee is in the building. Shaq is in the building. What's up, people? Buzz 703 is in the building. And we're going to go ahead and start this thing out, Larry, with checking out the trailer that they dropped for episode 7 of Snowfall. Then, man, you're going to give some predictions, my brother, because that's what we do on this channel. We've been predicting a whole lot of stuff right, but we just don't get our full credit for it. We definitely don't get paid what we should get paid for our great, wonderful-ass predictions. So we're going to give you this trailer, and then we're going to break it down.
We can stop all of this. I want him to walk away.
If you can get Franklin to agree, we'll be out. But if not...
You are killing us all. I don't know if we can survive this.
Larry, what do you gather from that trailer? And then I'll go through the individual parts and give you my rebuttal.
I mean, they're not going anywhere.
Who's not going anywhere? I mean, be more specific. Who's not going anywhere?
The moms was talking about if you can get Franklin to walk away, then we'll be out. Franklin's not going anywhere. He's trying to stay up in the game. He's like, I'm making $1 million a week or something crazy like that. He's like, I have no interest in going anywhere. He's in it.
Wait a minute. He on that Nino Brown, Larry? He making $1 million a week? He on that New Jack City.
and on top of that, not only is he making a ton of money, he's just expanded his operation to Arkansas, and Reed pretty much just let him know, you're not going anywhere, homie. We're in this for the long haul.
Okay.
So
well then, Larry, let's break this down. The daddy has Irene's card. There it is. The Los Angeles Herald, Irene Abe. And he's sitting in the car with this card and he's contemplating something. Larry, my brother, do you see the daddy doing one of two things? Trying to take out Irene himself, or maybe trying to say that he's the kingpin behind the whole thing and try to go to jail on behalf of the family? What's going to happen? What is he up to sitting in his car? Because that's a deep, profound look on his face. He's up to something, Larry.
No, I don't think he's going to try and take out Irene. And I don't think, I honestly, I think if anything, I think he might try and keep Franklin's name out of it, but talk to her about the CIA's involvement and try and get her on that and just say, you go on that angle, but keep my boy's name up out your mouth. because let's not forget that when all this first started, it was Franklin's dad that pointed Franklin in the direction of looking into this guy being government and saying, I think he might be with the CIA, because his dad was a former Panther, had some involvement with the feds, and I think he said you need to think about who has the ability to do the things that this guy's doing. And so his dad knows that Reed is CIA, so I think he might be just thinking, you know what, this might be the opportunity to trade this dude, and for my son's freedom.
Okay. Well, I'll be interested to see how that plays, how that goes down, because Irene seems like she really wants a piece of Franklin, and I don't think she's really gonna just. Now, she did say last week the CIA is involved. I'm more interested in them. She did say that, but how is that going to protect Franklin? I guess we'll have to find out. So, what about this picture, Larry? What you think is going on right here? Is there any scenario where these two will team up, take out Reed, and try to do their own thing?
No.
None whatsoever.
Nah, I can see them teaming up for something, but I don't see them teaming up to go up against Reed. Like they may team up to go and do something that Reed can't be a part of. Like Reed may tell him, like Reed has told Franklin a number of times, this is your problem. I can't do this for you. Reed will give him support when he can, like get some information from the cops or the feds or make something go away. But there's some things he's not able to do, which is funny to me, considering but they are in the U.S. But I was going to say, because it's funny to me that he was able to just straight up just strap on bulletproof bulletproof vest and go just straight up shoot up a Mexican cop. True. But he can't, but he can't go to bat all the time with, and help out. I mean, because really Reed could have planned something and taken out Scully or Bamboy or both and fixed that situation. He was like, nah, I can't help you with that. But I mean, I don't see that. If anything, maybe Franklin's turn into Gustavo for some help, for some street level help. Okay. But I don't think they'll ever go up against Reed like that. I think they know where their bread is buttered.
Well, I can see them going up against Reed if the dad decides he's going to try to turn on Reed. Then at that point in time, he becomes an adversary, Larry. If that's going to be the angle they're going to take. If you're saying the daddy is going to keep his hands clean of not killing Irene, not throwing Franklin under the bus, they're going to make Reed the focal point of the help in the investigation. That means that Reed is going to have to get dirty. And you never know how these things could go, my brother Larry. One way or the other one, somebody going to touch Reed, my brother.
I mean, they might try, but here's the thing too. Let's not forget that even though Franklin and his dad are sort of cool, they're not really that cool. I mean, let's not forget his dad left him and was a junkie living on the street and did his mom wrong. He wasn't happy when his dad came back around. Right. So, I mean, it may not take much to push him back over the edge to be like, be gone, dude. I didn't want you here in the first place. Don't want you anywhere around my mom's, and you are. So be right. But the second he gets wrong, it may not take long for Franklin to be like, nah, whatever, you got to go. Okay. So,
all right. Well,
I mean, both of them know that their fortunes are tied to Reed. And if Reed goes, both those dudes are in trouble. They know they no longer have any protection. The government knows about both of them, and their connect is done.
So you don't think that Gustavo could help Franklin find another connect somewhere else as they take their business to other cities out of LA?
They can try, but you have to remember during this time frame that the Mexican cartels were not really cartels. At this time, the Mexicans were still dealing primarily in weed, and they didn't really get into cocaine until some years later. They were primarily controlling the distribution route. So they were coming. So the Colombians were bringing stuff through Mexico, and the Mexican cartels were the ones providing them transport and charging them. And that's when the Mexicans eventually realized there's the most difficult part is what we're doing, which is getting the product into the U.S. So we might as well just go ahead and produce the product, because that's not the most difficult part. We can do that. We're already producing marijuana, which is the reason why they came to them in the first place, because they were like, you guys already have all the smuggling routes. We just want to change the product. You're smuggling weed. We want to smuggle coke.
Gotcha.
So, I mean, but right now at this point in time, there's, if I'm not mistaken, the Mexicans are still not producing cocaine. So, you know, I'm not sure that Gustavo could really get him a connect like that.
Gotcha. Let me shout out Ball Doctor, who has super chatted us $3. Ladies and gentlemen, as I always say, all super chats are relevant. It can be $1, it can be a quarter, it can be a penny with a hole in it. We accept all super chats, and I want to shout out Ball Doctor for getting us a super chat. And then they left a wonderful comment. I hope they get revenge for Fatback. I don't see that happening, but they might. Our girl Nita the Diva is checking in. She's driving. Nita, we're gonna make sure we don't say nothing that make you swerve on the highway, because we need you here for this show tomorrow night.
I'm gonna say that I honestly think that I think they're gonna take out Khadijah. I think she's gone before the end of the season. She didn't really show up before this, and so she's sort of a new character. She comes off as one of those one season characters where she's gonna come in, she's gonna wreak some havoc, and then she's gonna get taken out by the end of the season. And the fact that she's so evil and so brutal says they can't just let that go without some sort of retribution. She's gonna get taken out.
So your hot take, Larry, Khadijah is done this season.
Khadijah's done this season. I'm not sure who's gonna do it. I don't know if it's gonna be Franklin or Leon or anybody. Hell, it might be Scully for all we know. Who knows? But somebody's taking her out. You know?
Damn, y'all got the hot take here. So it looked like Fatback is going to get some revenge on Khadijah. Ladies and gentlemen, let me shout out this brother right here. Just My Opinion Reviews. Sending another $5. Be sure to go check out his channel. Link is in description. Also on the tab for my featured channels. Brother puts out great content. He has just did his trailer review for a couple of horror movies that are coming out. Be sure to go check them out. I'm going to check them out tonight before I go to bed, because I do horror. Larry, on the other hand, he don't mess around with no horror whatsoever. But your boy mine ain't scared of nothing, because when I was young, this is how I overcame my fear of scary stuff. I had a nightmare about Elm Street, Nightmare on Elm Street. I was literally having a nightmare. My grandma heard me screaming, "Flutie, Flutie, Flutie." And what I was saying in my dream was Freddy. I was screaming at him to death. And right before he got me, ladies and gentlemen, I figured out I can control my dream. So I pretended like I was joining the Ghostbusters right before he got me. I had a proton pack, and I zapped his ass, ladies and gentlemen, threw him into the containment unit. And then after that, I didn't have nightmares anymore. So B. Avery, I will be checking out your reviews. Larry, let me continue on. Who has got the gun on Leon? Can you tell? Is that a woman, a man? Who is sticking up Leon? And cousin Rome, Uncle Rome don't look like he too scared. Who could this be?
Yeah, I don't know, man. Maybe. I mean, it could be. It could be Franklin.
Oh, what? You think
it could be? I mean, it could be one of those. It could be one of those incidents where it's not really like he plans on shooting them. It's more like they're about to walk away or something, and Franklin's like, "You need to stop. You need to stop what you're doing right now." So he pulls and draws down on him, because both of them look like, nigga, what? Like Leon doesn't look frightened,
and Rome just looked like he about to go smoke a cigarette.
Yeah, I mean, Leon looks more annoyed than anything else, and it looks like from the height of it, it doesn't look like it's a woman. It looks like someone who's probably closer to their height. So you don't think it's that tall, but
you think it could be Louis?
I don't see Louis doing that.
Okay. All right.
But
I mean,
I think it's probably Franklin. I mean, it could be Peaches, but I
it
don't
could
know.
be Peaches. That's what I was going. My money's on Peaches. That's
I
my
think it's
money's on
Franklin.
Peaches. Okay. Well,
I
ladies
think
and
it's Franklin.
gentlemen, we'll see. Franklin for my boy Larry, Peaches for me. And then they cut to this scene right here, Larry. Lord Hammer. It looked like he bearing his whole soul to this woman. Larry, not only is he bearing his soul, he in a robe. So you know she done wiped him up, put some hot water on him, gave him some hot vagina, got her nails all rubbing through his hair. Ladies, let me put this camera on me. You really want to soak a man in? Do him good, then rub through his hair with your fingers. Men won't tell you that, but we're kind of like dogs in that manner. We love being done good, and then we love when you rub your fingers through our hair, almost scratch it a little bit. Larry, is she getting more secrets out of this boy in his time of need?
Probably because Franklin is like. Here's the thing with him. He's always been so cool.
Hold up, Larry. Hold up.
Right.
Hold up. Family dad, my brother.
There we go.
Be coming through with the Big
Ten.
You know, and I ain't talking about the Big Ten conference either. I mean, my man be coming through. I appreciate that, family dad. And ladies and gentlemen, like I said, any super chat, super sticker is a value to us YouTubers. It could be a quarter. It could be a penny. I can put a string through a penny, wear it around my neck. It's got value. We appreciate it. And for you, family dad, let me give you this one because I think you up north.
I represent the rent is too damn high party. Playing the silly game. It's not going to happen. The rent too damn high movement. The people I'm here to represent can't afford to pay their rent. Listen, someone's stomach, child's stomach just growled. Did you hear it? Rent is too damn high.
Oh man. We appreciate you, my brother. But Larry, finish your soliloquy on Tanase, the tattletale, and her getting more info out of her. Because it looked like, man, Franklin got this look on his face like, I reluctantly gonna trust you because everybody else in my life is falling apart.
Yeah, he looks like he's dealing with something right there. Like he's just, you know, like he's just going through it. And yeah, she's up there just pumping in from information. She's playing that long game. She's up there playing the long game and getting little nibbles here and there. I this is one of the things. I mean, don't get me wrong. She could very well be working for Man Boy or for Scully, but the way she's just so methodical, the way she's able to get in there and get a job at the club and slowly pump in for information and not be too aggressive with it. Just sort of, you know, he says a little bit here and there, and then she backs off. She seems like she's trained. Trained. So I'm still sticking with the fact that I think she's either a Fed or she's a snitch working for the feds.
So you done finally came to my side. I remember when we first discussed it and I said she's working for the cops. You was like, nah, Mont, they don't be sleeping with people normally. And I was like, Larry, I've seen them sleep with people here in North Carolina. Even though they cops, they still slept with the assailant. And now you finally on my side, Larry?
Yeah, I think she's. I guess I'm switching over because I think she's either a Fed or she's working with them. One of the two.
Okay, we'll see what happens with old Tattletale Tanase. She is really doing her job. Now, last thing we're gonna say about our predictions for tonight's show: Larry Reed done called him a body. He got some white dude upside down who got some crusty looking feet. And Larry, he's straight up doing the George Bush waterboarding. Who the hell is this? Larry, my prediction on this guy is this is the guy that we seen Reed talking to last week that said, let me help you. And Reed said, nah, I don't want your help. I think that's him. But who do you think this is, Larry? Who is he waterboarding?
Geez, why would it be him though?
Maybe he getting too close to what Reed is really doing and Reed don't want him to know. But usually when it's a waterboarding, you're torturing somebody for information. So who would Reed need to torture for info? See, obviously he's not trying to kill him. He is waterboarding him. So he's trying to torture somebody for some information.
I'm gonna go out on a limb here, right?
Okay.
And this is, and I may be completely off base, but I'm going out on a limb here.
Okay.
I think this might be the publisher of the newspaper.
What?
Yeah. I think there might be. I think he might have got some word that the newspaper's been looking into him, and I think this might be the publisher of the newspaper. One reason why I say is the dude's wearing pajamas.
Yeah.
That's not something that most people do. That's something that like people like him, like that publisher would do. Not something like normal everyday people. And I mean, the dude looks like he has a decent house with a nice coat rack and art on the wall and stuff. So, I mean, yeah, I'm thinking it's the publisher.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that is a good damn theory, Larry. I can see that. You heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. He is waterboarding the publisher because he wanted to shut up Irene.
Yeah, we'll go with that. I mean, I could be wrong, but I'm thinking it's the publisher or someone along those lines.
I wish he would just go waterboard Irene. Fuck it. Everybody wants to see Irene get something. So, but hey, we'll see. But I'm with you on that one, Larry. Good call. Now, my people, we're done with predictions for Snowfall. The show is almost here. We're going to move on to Godfather of Harlem. They dropped the trailer. Let's take a look because me and Larry swear that y'all missing out on one of the best shows on TV right now.
Yeah.
Here's a look. Godfather of Harlem Season 2, April 18th.
You guys been trying to kill me for months. I'm here. Bumpy Johnson's gonna be dead by the end of the day. The new world is here, my brothers. And I gotta fight for what's mine. He should die like a dog! Y'all know how the saying goes. Harlem is mine.
Open up my window again.
You're a black supremacist, and I'm a white supremacist. We have more in common than you think.
Black man's angry, white man's scared.
You and me are gonna be at war till one of us is dead.
Every one of these men will die for what they believe. Are your men willing to do the same?
The minute the movement turns to violence, we are finished.
This is our war of independence. Harlem is mine.
We must fight a system of oppression. By whatever means necessary.
Time to change it.
Every man has a legacy.
Ladies and gentlemen, coming to the stage is
J
the
Mo in the building.
J Mo in the building. Link in description. Link on channel description. J Mo, we just talking about Harlem, Godfather Harlem Season 2. We'll go ahead and let you go first. What are your thoughts and predictions for this coming season?
Man, first off, thanks for having me. And definitely looking forward to that. That's a damn good show.
Yeah, man.
Dope. And it's some of the best shows is always based off of reality. Just like Snowfall, this Bumpy Johnson, real character, and they got all these real characters and stuff. And so I think it's really gonna be good. I'm looking to see how they're gonna try to, make Bumpy protect his territory. I mean, of course, I know the real story, so I know what won't happen, but it's interesting to see because, of course, we don't know the conversations and stuff people had. So that's where they kind of, fill in the blanks and, the creativity come into it. But, it's definitely good. Forrest Whitaker is, of course, a top-notch actor.
Yep.
So, that's probably one of the big deals that they got for this show going forward is that they got a great cast.
Damn right. That's a good damn cast.
Yeah.
Larry, what you think, man, coming off the fact of the very last episode we saw of this in 2019, Bumpy had to take care of some of that Italian trash that tried to kill and harm his family. And so they came and sat his ass down in front of all the Gambinos, everybody. And basically he admitted to them, he came after me, so I took him out. And you got that young guy who wants to just take over Bumpy Johnson territory, and Bumpy ain't letting him have it. And basically, he told everybody sitting in front of him, I got XYZ dirt on y'all in a safe somewhere, and if something happened to me, my family, my soldiers ready to run it on you. What are you expecting to happen in this season, Larry?
Well, I expect that Bumpy Johnson's going to come out of this all right. I mean, we know how. I know how well, from the way they always present it, that the Italians, the mob have this code, and one of those things is you don't go after people's families.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah,
you don't go after the wives or kids or anybody. Generally, you don't even go after civilians. You only go after the people in the game.
Right.
And so when you go after someone's family and they come back after you, it's free. I mean, it's I mean that's open season on him. You know, he's not. I don't think it's like in most cases they always say, oh, you got to get permission to go after a made man. I don't think those rules apply when dude goes after your family.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see. I mean, but it's not like Bumpy Johnson's an Italian anyway, so those same rules don't apply to him. You know,
no.
So
and this guy right here is acting his ass off.
Oh yeah, that's Private Powell.
Yeah,
Private Powell. He's been around for a minute in Hollywood.
Yeah, that's right. That is him.
Yeah.
And that's also Kingpin from Daredevil.
Yeah.
Acting his ass off. He was the one that
D'Onofrio.
Yeah, he was the one that was like, we need to get rid of this nigga. And he plays that character so well. I'm just gonna tell y'all the truth. I hate his ass. I hate his ass. I was so happy that his daughter went running off with a black man because that just drove the knife right up his butthole. I hate this guy. And
that's right. He's the one who had the daughter who was all in love with that dude.
The singer.
Yeah, she like that chocolate, Larry. And you know what they say: once you taste that chocolate, once you go black, you never go back.
Yeah, I know, right? She got a sweet tooth now.
Yeah, man, she got a real sweet tooth, and she's going back. Having said that, I also like the dynamic of how they brought in Cassius Clay and how Bumpy needed to do some convincing with him. And we're going to have these two come back.
Plus, he was sleeping with Bumpy's wife, too, remember?
I remember that. Yeah, man.
Well, no, not Cassius, but who Cassius was fighting.
Right. And that happened in real life, from what I understand. That was a real life story. And, they had to do some mending the fences. And the actress playing Bumpy's wife, whoa, Nelly.
She fine, boy.
Whoa. Yeah. And that's his daughter. Whoa, Nelly.
She a knockout.
Yeah, she's a bad mofo.
Yeah, man. Yeah, they gave him a great wife. And this cast is outstanding. I mean, brother playing Malcolm X hitting a home run. Brother playing Senator Powell is hitting the home run.
Oh, yeah.
And from what I understand, we're going to get more of how crooked Senator Powell was, because y'all already seen how y'all know how politicians do, and they are portraying his story very well as being one of the first African American senators in the United States. Period. He had to do some grimy, dirty stuff to get that position.
Oh yeah.
And I'm wondering, are they going to play the part where he did stab Bumpy in the back somewhat, but then he turned it around and came back and wound up helping Bumpy. Now, they said that this season he's going to have a little bit more friction with Bumpy, but I guess my question to you, Larry, is do you want to see Bumpy getting a little bit more deeper involved with politics, considering that he's got these Gambinos and Italian families by the balls? They can't do nothing to him. They can try, but they can't, because he's got those recordings in a vault.
Oh, yeah, I'd like to see that. I mean, it's I know he's trying to do some stuff with his real estate ventures, and that's going to take some greasing the path. Sometimes it's greasing palms. Sometimes it's just simply having leverage over someone else.
Yeah.
And I think that helps if you have a politician in your on your side. So yeah, I'd like to see him get down with Adam Clayton Powell a little bit more. So
Now let me ask y'all, do you all know where that actor that's playing Adam Clayton Powell, where you may have remembered him from? John Carlo.
Man, he's been in like every Spike Lee movie ever made.
Spike Lee.
You just stepped on my Jordan's old Larry Bird wearing jersey ass.
He's in what you call it for Disney.
He's in the
Damn,
boys.
I was just about to say he and the boys too. He got a hell of a resume.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
he plays good villains too, because he's in
Yeah.
Star Wars. He's in Star Wars.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
Mandalorian. He's in
Yep.
that.
Yep.
Dude can act his butt, and he's playing the hell out of Clayton Powell. When
Right.
I say
He's
he
still
plays,
asking Sal, how come they know brothers on the wall?
Right. That was funny right there. He about to burn this. We gonna boycott Sal's painting. Boycott Sal's. Now, let me ask y'all. Y'all know the connection between Frank Lucas and Bumpy Johnson? You know,
he was the driver.
Yeah, from what was that? American Gangster, right?
Yeah, he was the driver. Yeah. Now, I heard that one thing that they might be doing with the show, because of the popularity, they might be careening to when Bumpy died, having the Frank Lucas story told from a different perspective. I would be about that joint. I would be about that joint. I'd be about
and that would be a great spinoff.
It would be a great spinoff.
That would
because
be dope.
the movie, honestly, the movie was more inspired by the police officer than it was by Frank Lucas. And Frank Lucas even admitted to that. He said they took very little inspiration from his side of the story and took more of the cops. But he said him and the cop are best friends to this day. And but the one that they're talking about doing is potentially, when they run their course with this, they're going to do a Frank Lucas spinoff, and I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
Right.
Man.
Yeah, definitely. I didn't know that, but damn, that would be dope. That would be dope.
Man.
And that's how you do a good spinoff right there.
Damn right. So J-Mo, tell the people what you've been up to, man. Ladies and gentlemen, we got a Hollywood star on this stage right here. This brother is big wheeling, big stomping everywhere, and he was doing some auditions. J-Mo, tell my people what you up to.
Well, I ain't no star, but I appreciate it. I'm just trying to make it. But I did a couple auditions, and I will be on Power Book 4 with Tommy, the spinoff. You know, if you blink, you might not see me though. But I will be, and I think it's gonna be the first episode. I do got a line. You know, I don't want to get in trouble and say too much, but I do got a line. Yeah. I got a line, and I do say some stuff, and then who knows? Like, I got my fingers crossed. Like in Power, the first season, you know how they had Maria and the old boy, and then he got killed, and we thought we saw the last of Maria. Then, you know, down the road, she got more lines. It took a few years, but hey, who knows? Maybe they may think and say, hey, let's bring him back.
Well, all I got to say is, brother, after that episode, I want the first interview right here live.
No problem. I ain't got no problem with that.
That's
and
right.
It's this other show that I had auditioned for. I never heard of it before, but it's called Work in Progress. It's on Showtime. And after I ended up getting the part, I went and watched it, and it's got a lot going on, and I learned a lot of stuff I didn't know. It's about the LGBTQ community and a lot of things they got going on and things, but it's not like a serious type thing. They kind of trying to figure it out themselves in the show, and the main character is maybe similar to like a Ellen type character maybe, but a lot more quirky and trying to, you know, got a lot of hang-ups and stuff. And it's in the beginning of season 1, like she talking to her therapist, and like it looked like the therapist is like bored listening to her, but then like the therapist died on the couch.
What?
Oh damn!
So like she up here like thinking she killed the therapist with her problems. They show like in another episode, she went to the, you know, funeral, and like they had a little picture of the therapist or whatever there. She like going through therapy, talking to the picture. It's like a line of people trying to say they respect. She talking and stuff. So it's it's funny. It's a different perspective. It had Weird Al in it. And so my role, I'm gonna be in this, I'm gonna be in like 3 or 4 episodes.
Okay.
And I work in the office, and we like best friends in the office type thing. And so you know, I got a lot more to say and do in that than in Power. Power is the bigger show that I knew more about.
Yeah.
But I got more work in the other show. So
J-Mo, am I feeling a love scene coming up with you here soon? One of these shows. Is that what you trying to
You
tell me?
know?
You working with somebody in the office and y'all close knit and you building a
You
relationship?
ready to get it in?
I don't know, man.
You already got the swing and the bat hat on, so that means you must hit a home run.
No, I think it might have been a swing and a miss. I might have struck out.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? 3 strikes and I was out of here.
Oh man.
Nah, man, my bat ain't swinging in this episode,
Okay.
unfortunately. But hey, we can make something happen. I don't know, but I like how you was thinking it, but they wasn't thinking it. So hey, I
I'm
don't
about
know.
to check this out. I think I saw a trailer for this some time ago. Work in progress. All right.
Yeah, I mean,
man.
it's funny. I can't say that it's a lot of work that go behind making this stuff, and of course, people know this already and things. But like, it's like one set. Like they built a office break room and like this ballroom of this school, and so like we would go to the school, and inside it was like a break room. It was so well done that I'm talking to the people that's there, some of the other actors, like, man, they did a great job doing this. They're like, what you mean? I'm like, this set. They're like, this ain't real? I'm like, no, don't you see right there? So we inside a big ass ballroom. Like they thought we was really in a break room. I'm like, no, this ain't real. They're like, no wonder the carpet is so cushy. I'm like, yeah, because it's on top of other carpet. Like, yeah, it's crazy, but they real cool people that on both TV shows, and the Work in Progress show is actually produced and written by the creators of The Matrix.
Oh wow!
Oh, the Wachowski sisters, right?
Yeah. And so Lily Wachowski was there. I know, Lily, we talked, all of that stuff. And one of the things that I had to go that when they went to costume and they wanted to like have me try on stuff was at their office. And so it's like on the north side of Chicago. It looked like just like a warehouse type thing. Not like huge or nothing, but it's like very.
Yeah, they didn't put you on the casting couch, did they?
I always got my own seat, so I don't need no sit on nobody else's couch. I come prepared. All right, they want to have a seat. I don't need your seat. I already got one. I don't need that. But thanks. You know what I'm saying? But you go in there or whatever, and like. People live in this neighborhood and go by and they have no idea that like you go inside, it's like the Matrix, everything in there. They had Morpheus chair inside of there.
Oh wow.
Yeah, they had the Academy Awards in there. They had like original artwork and sketches, the guns from the Matrix, and Revolutions, them little machines they was in.
Yeah.
They had like very articulate movie quality models of those in there. They didn't actually have the whole thing though, but they was still cool. They had like the boardroom table was like microchip. It was like some unique one of a kind type table that was like designed to look like a microchip. It was like pretty cool. Dope. Yeah, and so when I went into the back, they had a full court basketball court back there, like hardwood floors.
What?
Wow.
With glass backboards. Yes. They had all kind of clothing there. They had a whole dressing room with like nice shag carpet and stuff. Like, man, they didn't spare no. They had a bar in there.
Nice. Did they let y'all drink?
I wasn't there. I guess the bar was closed while I was there, but I was ready. I would have tried to get a little brew or something if I could have. And I saw this like these stairs going up, but it looked like kind of rounded, like half stairs, like it was there. And when I was talking to them, they got a movie theater in there, like view and stuff. Yeah, and also while I was there, because they made Cloud Atlas. No, they didn't make Jupiter Ascending, I think, and Cloud Atlas, right? I know Jupiter Ascending.
Jupiter Ascending, I know for sure.
Yeah, they had the posters and memorabilia from that. all kind of movies and stuff and things. And I mean, it was really nice. It was really cool. So, and all the people were nice, cool. You know, they say when you on the TV or movie sets, they do be eating good, man. They was having steak, you know what I mean? Cook how you want, fresh, you know, they had breakfast time. They like, what do you want? Like my son, they treated my son good. He getting French toast. I'm getting omelets, corned beef hash. My fat ass was getting on swole. I'm like, hey, we might have to get a new size for this costume by the end of the week. Straight up. And then like my back was hurting and stuff, so they end up getting like a cot for me to lay down and different stuff. They had a trailer for me with like a bed and stuff in there, all kind of like they really took care of me and stuff.
Hey man, that's Hollywood. Man. That's Hollywood royalty, like right there, man. Let me shout out Infinite Science, who is giving us kudos. He sees the potential of these brothers in this form right here. And yes, we are going to go to the top, but right now we speaking on J Mo. So J Mo, I didn't plan for this to be an impromptu interview, but it might as well be. For people that want to know, do you get your scripts ahead of time and you have to memorize those before you get on set? Or how do you go about preparing yourself for when they need you to be on set?
Man, that's a good question. So I would think you would have more time, but you don't. You get like the day of. So like I would have to memorize this stuff. They would give it to me that night, email it to me. And so I would have to memorize it, the day by the next day. And it's not that easy. And I didn't have as many lines as like a main character. Like I had some lines, a lot of lines, but like I wasn't the star of the show. So like imagine having to relearn some new stuff every day, a whole new script. And like we would have to be there at like 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock in the morning. They would pick me up. So like I'm getting up at like 5 o'clock, getting dressed and stuff, getting ready. And when I would get home, it would be back at like 7, 8 o'clock. Right. So I'm tired. I want to eat something, get some rest. Now I got to try to memorize this stuff, then be asleep and back woke again before 5 o'clock. So yeah, it is a grind.
I know. Yeah, you've been on the road, man. Because we supposed to been linking up about 3 weeks ago, and you've been on the road ever since, right?
Yeah, I've been on there for like 2 months.
Man.
Yeah, for 2 months, and so and also with the COVID stuff going on, it's a lot different with because like the whole first week I was there, I didn't do anything. They just test me every day. They want to test you a week straight to make sure that you was clear and didn't have any symptoms for a week straight. And then they still test you when you come to the set. Everybody wear a mask. You got to have certain like wristbands or collars, or you can't go into certain areas. And every time we would film, that's when we would take the mask off. They'd be like, all right, mask off. Then everybody take it off, and I'll just tuck it under my shirt and then do my stuff. And then when they'd be like, all right, done, mask on, then everybody would put it on. Like they got one girl, her whole job is to hold a tray and put everybody mask in the tray in different compartments and stuff. She like the mask girl or whatever. And come and bring the mask and stuff or whatever. I'm like, damn.
That could be a new career for somebody. What do you do? I'm a mask person.
Right,
right. Let me shout out to big homie. Let me shout out to homie BMO Careful, who has shot us another super chat. Just big up and brothers trying to do things on the move. We appreciate you. Be more careful. Be sure, everybody. I've got 83 people. Everybody hit the like button and everybody go run if you haven't already done so and subscribe to Jay Moore's channel. You're catching a brother who has done comedy. He's got his channel rolling. Now Hollywood is rewarding him for all that hard work, giving him some roles. And so Jay Moore, now that you've got these 2 roles under your belt, what you looking to do next?
So that's a good question. So what happens is, when you first start off doing the roles, you're not in the union. And if you do 3 jobs that are union jobs, you have to join the union. Now that's a benefit, but then it's also a little bit of a downfall, because if you knew and like I'm not a star or nothing, so like I wasn't making that much money. But when you join the union, it's $3,000. You got to join
a year, 3,000 a year.
It's upfront one time 3,000, and then I think you got to pay like 500 a year.
Dang.
So yeah,
but then you get those union wages.
Yeah, so now you get the union wages. You can also get like health insurance and benefits and other stuff. And then also now you can get more union jobs and stuff. And and also they put together something for YouTubers too and influencers that they just started too. So if you was interested, I could tell you a little bit more about that later or whatever. But so now I got to join the union. And then hopefully that'll lead to more opportunities. I think it's probably not going to be too much happening for me until maybe the stuff airs.
Mm-hmm.
And then, you know, it might lead to other opportunities and things. So, but yeah, man, the YouTube and stuff, it all like one step at a time. So I was making the YouTube videos, then people support that, say they enjoy that. They say, hey, man, you should do comedy, this, that, and the other. I'm like, well, let me give it a try. Then I go ahead and do that. Then people like that and support. And I'm like, okay. Then it's like, man, you should try acting, do this and that. And then I try, and then it end up opening more doors. So, you know, you never know. So, like, I always thank my people and everybody watching and stuff because, you know, without y'all support, we wouldn't, who knows what we would be doing something else. You know what I mean? So, and it opens up other doors, you know, who knows what the future holds. So,
hey, man, I mean,
there you go.
We sitting here pushing you, brother. The future might hold me and Larry hosting something on the Oprah Network, damn it, because we going to get that YouTube information because we trying to blow up like J-Mo too. You know what I'm saying?
You know?
You know what I'm saying? Hey, I don't mind being the chick, or I mean being the man holding the tray, passing out the mask. You know, I'm going to be the finest man y'all ever seen holding the damn tray, passing out mask. I'm going to have a little bit of my cuts open so y'all can see my chest muscles. I'm going to have some of the biceps out, and I'm going to pass that mask like you ain't never seen a mask passed around before. Damn,
I'm gonna have my belly out. I'm gonna get a half cut T-shirt like people used to wear in the 70s. And
they gonna
make a real
need a
tight
blindfold.
my belly out like this.
Man,
and I might even get me a belly ring like Dennis Rodman had with a star around it.
This Negro
gonna need a mask. I'm gonna need a blindfold, man.
Well, he tried to go in there dressed like Prince. What the? He tried to go in there dressed like Prince, man. You know,
they go your mask.
Oh my Lord, how mercy.
Hey man, Prince used to get the baddest chicks on the planet.
He did. He did. Even though everybody he hung with looked like the baddest chicks on the planet, he was still fooling them too. But ladies and gentlemen, go ahead.
Buzz, I just want to see. I see Buzz say he just subscribed. Thanks, Buzz. I appreciate you.
Yeah, man.
703.
He's a big time loyal brother, man. He'll definitely have your back the same way we got it. And J-Mo, we out of here. We get out early on Wednesday so people can go get their snacks before Snowfall come on. So everybody, thank you for coming and checking us out. Thank you for coming and letting J-Mo tell you his story, what he's going through. The man is on the uprise. Y'all follow that channel, man. Don't try to wait till he's got 1 million subscribers and then want to jump on the bandwagon. Jump on it now.
Yeah, because I know my people. I talk like how y'all know y'all. I know my people, and I took them with me. So, like, while I was there, I was doing, you know, shows from the hotel, and I do my members only stuff and tell them a little bit this and that or whatever. So, hey, I know and I appreciate, you know, my people, because without y'all, I would be watching TV. Maybe I don't know what I'd be doing. So. Every little bit helps build confidence, and I appreciate. And we all gonna go and grow and move forward together.
That's right.
I like it.
That's right, ladies. That's why, ladies and gentlemen, I feel I've taken it upon myself to try to unite the Black folks as best we can and grow this network we have on YouTube. We got too many talented people we associate ourselves with for us not to be doing some of the things we see our counterparts doing. And that's the heart of me and Larry, reaching out, networking with everybody we can, because everybody we deal with got talent, and that especially includes our folk J-Mo. Be sure to go subscribe to the man's channel. We're out of here. Go get your popcorn. Snowfall is coming on. We'll be back tomorrow for the live review with the ladies. Till that next Sex is Hell video. We'll see you.
Peace.
Peace.